1950. North Korea. Chosin Reservoir. The temperature is -40 degrees. A Marine touches his face with his gloved hand. He takes off his glasses. He sees that the lens is split in two. The freezing cold had shattered the glass. Every soldier who returned from his unit that day survived. But he did not survive due to an unexpected obstacle in these harsh conditions. The difference was just one thing. At Chosin, that soldier's problem wasn't that his glasses broke. His problem was that he had never thought about what would happen if they broke. 40% of the world's population cannot see clearly beyond 10 feet without corrective lenses. 10 feet, 3 meters. Half the length of the room you're in right now. An unexpected emergency strikes. The power grid goes down. Opticians become inaccessible. And one day, something falls, hits something, or simply bends at the wrong angle. I'm Burrow. I'm going to tell you just how vital the things you take for granted really are. What if a similar situation were to occur in the modern world? Day 6 of an unexpected emergency. The first few days had been fueled by pure adrenaline. Decisions were made quickly. Mistakes were forgiven. Survival was the only goal. But now, things had settled into a rhythm. It was time to move beyond the immediate threats and master the art of carrying on with life. The 6th day was different. The adrenaline had worn off. Reality had set in. And for the first time, he really had to think. This man was thinking too. He needed to break away from the group for a short reconnaissance mission. A reconnaissance mission 3 blocks away. A 2-hour trip. He'd taken water, a small first aid kit, and a flashlight with him. He also had a few small snacks, just in case the 2-hour trip took longer than expected. There was only one thing he hadn't brought, something he hadn't considered essential. The first 20 minutes went smoothly. Then he took a wrong step. He stepped off the sidewalk. He lost his balance. He fell. As he fell, he reflexively reached out with his hands. His face didn't hit the asphalt. His glasses did. A small crack. His left eye was a little blurry. His right eye, however, could still see clearly. He kept going. The soldier at Chosin had made the same decision. Let me show you what he can't see right now. There's movement on the right. The man saw it. He stopped and looked at the movement he detected. Just like flies sensing heat. Pure perception. The silhouette stopped. He looked back. There were 10 feet between them. With normal glasses, you decide in 2 seconds whether it's a threat or not. With a cracked lens, there's just a blurry silhouette. 3 seconds passed, then 5 more. The silhouette turned and walked away. For now, it wasn't a threat. Next time, it might not be the same. 90% of those preparing to survive base their threat assessment on what they see. In an emergency situation, no electricity means no artificial light. No artificial light means your eyes automatically dilate. They're trying to take in more light. So if you're seeing blurry, you start seeing even more blurry. If you can't see clearly at 10 feet during the day, you can't see at 5 feet at night. But the real problem isn't distance. The real problem is fatigue. Looking through a cracked window sends constant signals to the brain. Correct it. Focus. Try again. Do you remember squinting at the headlights of the car in front of you while driving at night? That's part of that process. The brain tries to carry out this command every second. As the blurred vision persists, a mild headache sets in during the first few hours. By the 3rd hour, you start to lose concentration. By the 6th hour, your decision-making ability is significantly impaired. It's the same mechanism as a tooth infection. Just as a tooth infection clouds the brain and causes fatigue, blurred vision also tires the brain. Physically, you're on your feet, but you don't realize that your operational capacity is slowly beginning to decline because this decline happens gradually. The 8th day. The man hadn't been able to sleep for 2 days. His headache would start in the morning and last until evening. The others in the group thought he was irritable. He fell asleep on duty that night. His glasses fell to the floor. He stepped on them. There wasn't even a crack in the lens left. He could see clearly with one eye, but the other saw nothing. Depth perception is created when both eyes work together. When you look with just one eye, you can't quite see where the stair steps end. You can't accurately judge how far away a doorknob is. You can't gauge how fast a threat approaching from across the way is moving. This man's group had to go out that day. They went out. The man fell twice while walking. He sprained his wrist during the second fall. His wrist was unusable for a week. During that week, they faced the most dangerous moment the group had encountered. And this man couldn't use both hands properly because he couldn't even see what he was trying to do with them. All he needed was a pair of spare glasses, which he should have gotten before the emergency struck. 3 layers. Layer 1. The only thing to do while the system is still working. Get a pair of spare glasses made. The same as the ones you're wearing now. Put them in a box, toss them in your emergency kit, and forget about them. That's it, between $30 and $50. They'll arrive in 2 weeks if you order online. Every day you don't get them made is a risk. You never know when an emergency will strike. A separate note for contact lens wearers. Contact lenses pose additional risk factors in emergency scenarios. Inserting or removing lenses without clean water invites eye infections. If left untreated, an eye infection can lead to blindness. Spare glasses are required. Additionally, at least a 6-month supply of contact lens solution and spare contact lenses themselves. 6-month supply of solution. Pack of spare contact lenses. Glasses, in any case. Second layer. Supply list. In addition to the spare glasses, glasses repair kit. $2. Available at any pharmacy. Includes a small screwdriver, spare screws, and nose pads. If the frame bends, you can straighten it. If a screw falls out, you can replace it. Minor damage isn't the problem. Glasses strap, the kind athletes use. It secures the glasses to your head. When falling, running, or in a collision, the glasses stay on your head. This would have prevented this man's glasses from falling to the ground. Eye drops. In an emergency situation, it's hard to find clean water to rinse your eyes. But your eyes are constantly exposed to dust, smoke, and irritants. Artificial tear saline eye drops. A small bottle. It lasts a long time. Sunglasses, ideally prescription ones. If not, get a pair with strong UV protection. Spending a long time outdoors means dealing with glare, dust, and UV rays. It doubles eye strain. Third layer. No glasses, no spares, and no way to repair them. Let me be honest. In this scenario, there's only one priority: reassign tasks. You're no longer the group's primary threat assessor. You're not the long-range observer. You're not the night watchman. Accepting this isn't a matter of pride. It's a matter of survival. Close-range tasks, internal security, resource management, medical support. These will be your area of responsibility. And the group's most urgent task is just one thing: finding you a pair of goggles. Even an empty pharmacy could have a repair kit. An abandoned house might have a pair of glasses left behind. Reading glasses are sold over the counter at pharmacies. Even the wrong prescription is better than nothing. In 1950 at Chosin, the solution for that soldier was simple: a spare pair of glasses. They might have been in his bag, unused, never even opened. They weren't on the standard equipment list. No one had thought of them. This man's story ended differently. There were no spare glasses because no one had told him. His wrist healed. He carried on. But for that 1 week, at the group's most critical moment, he wasn't at full capacity. Not being at full capacity when it comes to survival sometimes affects only yourself. Sometimes it affects the group. Now you know one of these. How many pairs of glasses do you have at home right now? Including the ones you actively use, how many pairs in total? Just write the number in the comments. I read them all.